Okay, so while we were in Korea, we came across these fire noodles, and we figured, why not do the fire noodle challenge?
After our suicide hot wings video, we thought, people are being too dramatic about this, Korean spicy noodles. So we got double the packages for double the heat.
Okay, and to top it all off, we got this cheap Chinese spicy tofu to add into the dish.
But that's not all. We got ourselves a mystery contender. This has Korean letters, some fire, and I don't know what it is.
It could be meat, it could be paste, we have no idea.
It's a mystery,
Yeah.
We're gonna find out.
What is it?
I don't know, put it in. Mushrooms and beef. Mushrooms and beef. That's what it is, just put it in. Mushrooms and beef!
Shabamo.
Don't know what it is, but it's going in my noodles.
It looks fucking disgusting.
Okay, that's half. That's half!
As we eat, we're going to discuss what we expected to see in Korea, what we didn't expect, the good, the bad, and basically our overall experience.
And the ugly.
And the ugly.
What did we expect?
I expected things to be cheaper than they were. Like, things were on par with the cost of eating in Canada, going out for dinner, going out to shows, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It wasn't really any cheaper at all. I think I was expecting it to be a lot cheaper because I was expecting it to be more like China because me in my stupid brain, I thought, well, Asia's just cheaper in general. No, it's not.
No,
that's a
wasn't
lie.
the case at all.
From my time in China, I expected with so many people for Korea to be a lot like China as far as driving goes. And I expected there to be drivers and drivers and drivers driving on the sidewalks, driving on people, driving up the fucking wall.
But the traffic overall, it was the exact same as in the West. They abide by all the lights, by all the signs. Nobody's really speeding. I was shocked. From all the stories that I had heard about China, assuming that Korea would be similar, it wasn't at all. It was very safe.
Yeah, it was. I didn't feel like I was going to be run over at any point.
And alongside with the traffic not being overly congested, I assumed that the subway system would be fairly complicated and really just chaotic riding the subway to every location. But it was so easy to navigate, and really it wasn't overly crowded at all.
Yeah, no, it was great. There were a couple of times it got kind of crowded, but overall it wasn't too messy or too crazy or hard to understand.
It was only overly busy when we were leaving, going back to the airport. That's when I found it was chaos, getting on and off. But aside from that, I don't know, people weren't really overly pushy or anything.
Yeah, it was awesome. The only thing about, the subway is when you accidentally fall down the stairs. So I was, Josh and I were going down the stairs in the subway, and we decided to have a little race.
For no reason. We're two grown adults. I have no idea why we decided we need to race down a set of stairs.
Anyways, I slipped, took a trip down about 6 stairs, and sprained my ankle real hard. Day 2 of the trip. Boom. Done it.
Yeah, he's pretty much peg leg Brady for the next 3 days.
They call me Peggy the Pirate.
Whew. I'm thirsty.
Are you?
Hey, no facial wiping. Put that back on. Put your lipstick back on. Your rouge.
My orange?
Yeah.
Well, another one of our expectations was the food was going to be spicy. What do you think about spicy food right at this second?
I think overall it's a lot more mild than we expected. Like, even these noodles, 2 packs, They're hot, but they're not unbearable. You know, people make them out to be the hottest thing in the world, but
They're not as hot as the suicide wings.
no, not even close. And the food in restaurants, I can't even think of one meal that we had that wasn't mild. Like, unless people think that kimchi is hot, I don't know. Maybe some people do, but aside from that, everything was just...
Yeah, like even the bibimbap, which is like, you know, their big dish there, that from what I've understood, it seemed like not spicy at all.
Yeah, and we had it at a few places. It wasn't just
Yeah.
like we tried one place. We went around trying it.
We were doing the tour.
Yeah. So, and as we said in the the suicide wings video, Koreans drink a lot. And you know what? In the time that we were there, we realized, yeah,
Bang
they do.
on.
They drink a lot.
100%. We saw this guy and his girlfriend go into a restaurant for lunch and absolutely dominated a bottle of soju in probably 20 minutes. No
Yeah,
problem.
and this was like an early lunch. It was like 20 after 11.
Yeah.
You know, like on a work day.
I think it was
just-
a Tuesday or a Wednesday.
Yeah, just throw it back. We were shocked. So, what we had read about that was totally accurate.
They went for it.
Yeah.
Well, Josh is gone, so I'm gonna eat one of these spicy tofu's. Holy. So, from my time living in Chongqing, China, I expected there to be not a very high amount of, you know, foreign people. And
Where in Seoul, what would you say? We saw another foreigner every 3 blocks, roughly? Like you saw maybe every 10 to 15 minutes?
I think there might have been more whites than Koreans there.
Potentially. Yeah.
With the amount of foreigners there, there was also a super high amount of English that I was not expecting at all.
Yeah, like our cab drivers, we would try to point out on the map where we want to go, and then they would just say it to us in English, and we would just be like, yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Please, bring
that's
me
where
there.
we want to go. Yeah, it was far easier than we thought it would be.
Oh, definitely. Everything had English on it. Like any sign,
Yeah,
English.
the subway was all read in English, so you knew where you were stopping next. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, and then we arrived here in China and they go, huh? English? Speak
Yeah.
Chinese.
Yeah, I can't read anything here.
No.
I haven't really seen any English.
No, I'm starting to feel like I'm a little bit illiterate, almost.
We'll actually go back and show you a clip from our first day that we recorded, because we arrived on a Sunday at 5 a.m. Alright, so we arrived in Seoul at 5:30 this morning.
And took us a while to get into the city from the airport, but looks like nothing's alive.
Yeah, the entire city's closed for now. We can't get in our hotel, nothing to eat.
So we're just kind of wandering around, seeing what there is.
Going to Seoul Tower, going to the palaces that we went to. Everything's clean, nice. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful city.
It's such a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful city. That's what I want to say.
Yeah.
And back to the people speaking English. It's not just that they spoke English, but everybody was very polite.
And my biggest thing that I loved about Korea was the food. Korean food is absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite countries as far as food goes.
Yeah, and we had such a wide variety of things too.
Oh yeah.
Not a whole lot was similar to the next thing. It was great.
Well, except for the things that they gave you.
Except for the kimchi, and I think it's pickled radish.
Yeah, they get every single meal, no matter what you eat, you get kimchi and pickled radish.
Yeah, any time of day, doesn't matter what you ordered, you're getting those.
They go, I'd like some ice cream, sir. Oh, here's some kimchi for you.
That did happen.
So, I'm gonna show you the bowl.
We've completed the noodles,
They're done.
and they were like,
They weren't particularly hot. They were like a little bit spicy.
And honestly, the flavor is not my favorite.
No,
it's okay.
It's all right, but it's not the best. It's
No.
just they're okay.
Like
There's much better Korean food. Let me tell you that.
I'd say they were overhyped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've both lost our forks to this, so there's
yes.
no more fun to be had.
Yeah.